Peter, where do you want to start with that one today?
Well, I think I said my interview before with BBC Alba, and I said it was going to be a battle, and I think it was. Especially the wind was going to play a factor in the first half. It did. Although we had a lot of possession and some chances in their area. They catch us on a counter attack from our throw-in, which is we need to be better at that. We can't be caught. I think because we maybe had so much play in their half, our boys are overcommitting. And then we get caught in a counter attack and they scored a good goal. Apart from that, there wasn't too much created from their point of view, but they got their 1-0 up with the wind. Then second half they're protecting it. I think for us today we got sucked into trying to use the wind too much and going too long too early when we need to pass the ball and move it around. But I felt the longer the game would go on, with bringing the subs on, we'd get more chances. But unfortunately we get an injury to Jack Bryden. It looks like a hamstring injury, so we'll see what that's like. And Lewis O'Donnell, who we send on, then gets a bad injury where their player goes over the top of his ankle and doesn't get booked or doesn't get talked to or anything like that. And then a couple of minutes later, Harry Cochran makes the same type of challenge and the referee gives him a straight red card, which there wasn't a really too bad a challenge in the whole game, and for the referee to send him off with a straight red card is absolutely ludicrous. So then we're down to 9 men because we'd made all our subs with the Jack Bryden one. We had to take him on with 9 men to finish the game. It doesn't look really good, and if I'm honest, I think the referee lost his control, because after the game when the final whistle goes, a couple of my staff members are just asking the question of why are you doing that, and they sent 2 of our staff members off. So I really think he knew he probably made a mistake, and then because he's getting questioned about his mistake, gives another 2 red cards, which is again crazy. So a really weird day today,
It certainly has.
That overshadows the chance that we created a great opportunity in the second half where Fraser Bryden comes on, and he's only been introduced to the squad today, and he gets a great opportunity. The keeper makes an unbelievable save. But again, we didn't trouble the keeper too well, or too much, and that's something we need to address. But I think you got to give credit to Montrose. They defended really, really well, and it was a really tough battle today.
It didn't seem to get going in that final third today.
I think in the first half we had a couple of opportunities. I thought Kai Kennedy was excellent coming in, finding pockets. Kyle Doherty had a great chance in the first half. Keeper makes a good save. We were just nearly there, and then I think the last week when we played against Annan, I said we've got to work on our choices in that last third and our decision making. It's again the same today, so we just need to keep working with the players. We've brought another couple of players in which will add to that and give us more options. But I think second half, because of the wind with it dying down, and we got sucked into going long. But again, Montrose, their midfield 3, worked really hard and smothered our midfield, and I think we got sucked into going long. So if we do that in a game, it just becomes a lottery, and today Montrose won that lottery.
You did try and change things at half time, took Benji off, and then you did try and change it in that second half, but just couldn't really make that impact.
Yeah, that's it. So is that either the players haven't gone on and performed, or that Montrose have done really well in quashing that? So, but again, we've made those changes, and then within a few minutes we have a bad injury, and with those changes then they don't get into effect because we're down to 10 men, and then all of a sudden a few minutes later we're down to 9 men. And honestly, when you see the tackle on the footage, it's never even, I would hazard, I guess it's not even a yellow card. So
chance you could appeal it though, because it's a straight red.
Well, hopefully now, because of I've had it before where there was a straight red card and you've appealed it, and what we've been told is because the footage isn't clear enough and good enough, you can't make a decision. But maybe because of the BBC Alba here and everything, we might have a little bit more footage, and we've got our own that we can reinforce. So we will have to look at it again, and hopefully I'm right in what I'm saying. So we'll have a look and see.
It's certainly a game that's taken its toll. And the whole squad with the injuries, the red card, as you're saying, your coaching staff's been red carded. It has been a day that's taken its toll on the squad.
It has. So again, we were looking nice and healthy and fit, but again, the Harry Cochran one, he's not injured. Hopefully Lewis O'Donnell's just a bruise, like a bad bruise and a bad knock, but he did look to be, I think he was desperate to carry on, but I had to take him off because he was limping. So hopefully his isn't too bad, and then we'll have to assess Jack Bryden's, but for him to pull up and say like, no, I'm done straight away, that might be a bad one. So luckily it's not the same hamstring injury that he had previously, so we can we'll get in on Monday and see how everybody is. The other thing about that is the Reece Lyon, yes, and Daniel Church. So hopefully we have them back in training this week.
I was just going to say, Reece Lyon is the one, he's had that injury. Is he getting closer to coming back?
He is, yeah. He was doing the warm-up today, just a little bit in the warm-up, and Daniel Church as well. So hopefully they'll be able to join in training on Monday and we'll build them up. So a couple of positives. Let's try and find the positives in everything. But again, we've lost the game. We've had a good start. We've lost the game. There's going to be ups and downs all through the season. So let's not get too high. Let's not go too low. But we'll work on next week now.
You brought in Lewis and you brought in Fraser. Two players that you feel can add to the squad.
Yep, I have. But Lewis played all last season with Kelty Hearts in a midfield that were very, very good with Tidser and Reece Lyon. I've managed to get the two of them. So Tidser wasn't available. But no, bringing in Lewis, I think he's a great acquisition for the club. We got him on a season-long loan. But Fraser Bryden's another one. I've liked Fraser now for a couple of seasons. Spoke to Ayr on a number of occasions, and now we've managed to bring him in. So just the unfortunate thing is he comes on, and today, and I think he's come on and he's run around like mad trying to do his best. But we need to, work him in our shape and how we work, so he recognises what we're supposed to be doing. But he did get himself an opportunity. Keeper makes an unbelievable save. On another day that goes in and we come away 1-1, and I'd be very happy with that because it was a tough game today.
Do you think that that's you done in the transfer window now?
It's probably a discussion we have to have with the board, and I'd probably say yes, but then again, when we pick up an injury or two, we then look a little bit lighter. So do we go with a couple of more players? Well, it's a discussion we have to have. We've got some of the younger players that have done really well in the first few games, like Ben Johnson and Ewan Ross, who've played the first two games and done really well. So we can call on them as well, but I think they need to be playing regularly to get more experience, and they're probably not going to play regularly in the first team. So it's a discussion we have to have.
You're talking there about the wind. People sit in the stand probably don't realise just how strong this wind is until you're here. Yeah,
it is. As I said, it was a bit choppy. First half was really strong and then died down a little bit in the second half. I'm going to say a little bit. It's still windy, so that shows how much it was in the first half. But I thought we did well in the first half with our passing. But I think today we got sucked into going too long, too early, to centre backs that really want to head the ball, and I think we could have been better.